Hi everybody, it's me, Jenny, and I am back. So this time, I am going to show you a Valentine ornament I made, and then something else that came out of it, and I thought it was really pretty neat. So this is, oh, I'm sorry, a shaker, by the way. So this is the shaker. Oh my God, there's just something so satisfying about hearing that shake. I don't know why, but it is. So anyway, this is the shaker that I made, and I thought it was so perfect for Valentine's Day or Christmas because of the hearts, and I just thought it was super cute. So I did it in pink, like a dark pink and a light pink. This is the actual die, and these are the pieces you get. So you have this piece, the inner piece, then the topping if you want to use it. And I have to tell you guys, when I was doing this, I did one, and I'm going to do one with you guys so you can see how I put it together. But in the process, I don't know, I really need your honest feedback. And I know that there is a die out there for a Hershey Kiss because my girl Nicole designed it. But I don't have one. And the die is amazing. But as I was cutting this out, so this is what you're going to need. You are going to need to cut this one out 2 times. And this is the full piece, which is back here. Now to get the center part, here, let me show you this. So this is the one that we're going to make. I just reversed the colors. Okay. So to get the full part, you need to cut this out with just this part of the die. Now, if you want to get the inner part, for the outside of it, and I want to show you guys something too, because I know a lot of people struggle with the shaker dies, and I am one of them, believe me. You don't always have to make them a shaker. Like, you could do this and just do the outline, you know, like put the, oh sorry guys, put the outline on like this and put like a cute little sentiment in here. And still, you know, do this piece on top of that. Or you can do this piece, but I'm talking about this piece. I already glued it on. I don't know why I did that. I should have waited and done it with you guys, but I kind of messed it up. But anyway, so you could put this on top of here, and that would be really cute, and put like a white or light pink something cute written in there. Or you can just do it this way. And there you go. It doesn't have to be a shaker, and it's just as cute and beautiful without a shaker. And I think that's adorable and a great thing for Valentine's Day. So you don't always have to do a shaker. Even though they're designed to be a shaker, it doesn't always have to be. So I wanted to show you it this way. But when we're doing a shaker, you're going to need to cut this piece out twice because you're going to make the bottom piece. Then you're going to cut it out again, but you're going to put this in the middle, and you're going to line it up so that it's as even as you can get it on both sides. You're going to run it through your die cut, and then that is going to give you this piece. And you're going to have to do this twice if you're doing it with foam. Or do it a lot of times just to build this up, so that if you don't want to use foam and you just want to use the die pieces, that's fine. So you're going to run that through once for the color that you're going to put on top, and then once with the foam. Now, the really cool thing about that is when you run this through the 2 pieces here, and you get these 2 pieces, this piece is what pops out. Now, when I was looking at this, I turned it around and I went, huh, that to me looks like a Hershey Kiss, right? I mean, I know it could be a little bit bigger on the top, but if you don't have the die, like I don't have the die, then I thought, how cute would it be, instead of wasting these pieces, or even a better, well, let me show you this. You can make the candy kisses. Now, I fortunately had 2 different dies that said candy and kisses. So I just did this part and put it on the middle for candy kisses. And I just think they came out so sweet. And you can glue it flat on the card, or instead of wasting the foam part, you can put the foam on the back. And then you could, like, say if, I don't know, I have this on the side. So say I wanted to put it on here, right? Then I don't have to use pop-up dots or anything. I have the foam right there, and I can just glue it together, and then there's my dimension. And I just think that's adorable. So I kind of got 2 dies out of one, I think. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. I thought it was so cute. I'm sure I'm not the only person who thought of this. But I don't know. When I was looking at it, I'm going, wow, like, you know, I had it like this and then I went like this and I'm like, huh, that's like a candy kiss. So anyway, so that's what I did with the inner parts of the two that I cut out. And I think it's adorable. But again, let me know what you guys think on the bottom. I'd be interested to hear how you feel or what you think, if you think I'm out of my mind, because that's not too far-fetched. So anywho, so now let's just go ahead and put this one together so that you can see. So again, you cut it out in any color that you want. You're going to use the two dies like this twice if you're making a shaker, or if you just want to use, you know, the different colors, you can do it that way. I'm going to use the foam, obviously, so I'm going to glue these together, but I have to get my acetate, which I did not get before I turned the film on. So I do apologize for that. So yeah, so, and then also with these pieces, don't throw them away because foam can be expensive and hard to find. And I know that with shakers, sometimes you know, you do the, like the round little ones, so you can do a circle with this. You can use this piece for something else that's big enough. Or again, if you're going to make the candy kisses, you can use it as your pop-up so that you can, you know, have some dimension on your card or embellishment, whatever you plan on doing. And then what I did was I just took my ribbon here because it reminded me a lot of the paper that's in the candy kisses, and then I just glued it, literally glued it on the back, and I thought that was super cute. And then also, if you want to use the insides for here, if you're not going to do a shaker, you can easily do that. So again, I know it's upside down for here, but you can just put this here and then put your sentiment on that instead of doing it the other way. And you can even close it off and put it like that, so it looks like, you know, it was meant to be like that. So there's a million ways you can do this. Just, you know, play with it, have fun, look at it and see what you see, because that's really going to determine on what you do and how you make it. So let's get into this. Let's get this done. Again, as I say, oh, where's my glue? Oh my God, I'm a mess. What else is new? And then what else did I need? Oh, my acetate. Do I have it? Oh God. And that was the one thing I forgot. All right, guys, hold on one quick second. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Okay, so real quick, I just want to go over this one more time. So you're going to need to cut out this part with just this one die so that you get your back, okay? So that we have, then you're going to cut out oh my God, why can't I think, guys? Foam, oh Lord. And then another piece to go over the foam. Or you can just cut this out 52,000 times and stack it up so you have it, you know, this much space or however much space that you want. And then you need your, to do it, this full piece once again for the acetate. Just for me, I like it to do it that way just because it's a little bit easier to glue, if you know what I'm trying to say. So what we're going to do is I'm going to glue the foam to the back piece. Also, guys, and a subby said this to me too, and she's absolutely correct. You don't have to use glue. You can use score tape or red line tape, because red line tape is actually very, very strong. And I'm making a mess for those who are not good with glue like myself. However, for me, with these little thin pieces, they're not little, but like the thinner pieces, I don't do very well because of my hands. They don't work that way. I can't bend them that way. It hurts too much. So I have to do glue when I do thinner pieces like this. And lately I just seem to be doing a whole lot of shakers that have the thinner pieces. So I don't really have a good chance to do the larger pieces. Therefore, it's hard for me to show show doing it with the tape. So if you have score tape and you have red line tape and you prefer to use that, then absolutely use that instead of the glue. It is a lot less messier. And like here, I got glue everywhere, as you can see. And this glue does dry clear. But as you can see, I am making such a huge mess. I've been wanting to put this video up for days now, and I just haven't had the time. And now that I have the time, it's becoming a disaster. But you know what? The struggle is real, and this is what happens. And yeah, I make a complete mess out of things. And this is one of the reasons why I hate doing shakers, because they look gorgeous and it looks like, oh wow, it just took you 2 seconds to pop it together. And believe me, no, it didn't. It took a huge mess, a whole lot of glue, a whole lot of aggravation. Yeah, that's what it took. So now I'm just gonna lay this on and pray it doesn't move and it doesn't slide. So it can glue. So that's going to need a few minutes. So while that's doing that, I am going to take, so this is a leftover piece and I'm going to keep it because I may need it for another one. And actually I may make one that's not a shaker. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll do that a little later on because that's really not what this video is about. So now I'm going to take this, and again, be careful with the glue because this is going to, the acetate's going to go on this. So you really don't want this to seep out the sides, because that happened on my first one, and I will show you the mess that I made doing that. And because I thought, oh, it dries clear, it won't be a problem. Well, of course, I guess I put too much on it and it didn't dry clear. It's like a big white mess. And here, I will show you real quick. And it also slid when I was trying to glue it down like this one. So if you can see, I don't even know if you can see it, but you see this big white disaster here? Well, that's glue and the foam, because when I was gluing it, see how it slid that way? And see how much it sticks over here? So I really did a number on that one. But if you didn't notice it, I don't think you would notice it unless I pointed it out. So it looks pretty. It's just, again, it's, it was my screw up. All right, so I'm going to carefully take the acetate and try to get it on there with one fell swoop. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Oh, it did. There's a god. Yay. All right. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that did that. Okay, so here's my acetate. I mean, it's a little messy. But again, and here's the other thing too, guys. If you get this like really messy and you get smudges and stuff on it, take a little bit of Windex, a very little bit, on a little piece of paper towel, and just kind of wipe over it when it's dry. Don't do it while the glue is wet, or you're going to have more of a mess on your hands. But yeah, do it when it's dry, and it takes away all the scuff marks, all the fingerprints, everything. So, that's always a tip. One that I learned and honestly use often because I make such a mess of my projects. It's not even like fair to be, to be honest. So, all right, so I have this part done. I'm just waiting for that part to dry. And you know what, guys? Here is a perfect example of how I completely just screwed this all up. Do you guys realize what I just did? Do you see what I did wrong? Okay, so I'm supposed to be making this, right? And what did I just do? I just glued the acetate to this piece. So now when I put it on, there's not going to be any hearts because I was supposed to glue the acetate under this piece. So you know how we're going to fix that? This is how we're going to fix that. I am just going to glue this to this because there we go, because I can, and that's what we're going to do. And yeah, that's what I get. I don't know what the heck my problem is. Well, I do. I'm just tired and anyway. All right, so let's see if this will work. I don't even know if it will, but we're going to try to do it the best that we can and pray that we don't screw it, or I don't screw it up. Okay, so here we go. Here is the pink, and I'm just pressing it down, and if this works, I will be mind blown. Guys, this actually might have worked. Now, this is going to be a lot thicker than it needs to be, but again, if it works, who cares, right? So again, a problem, but also a problem solved. So this actually worked out for the best. All right. So now I'm just going to kind of smush this in a little bit, just so that we can make sure it's stuck and glued and it's not going to come apart. And I hope to God I'm in frame. I don't even know. I'm so sorry. All I'm doing is just taking my fingers, because on this side you can kind of see where the glue is, because I put a little bit on it extra, but that's okay because it's not seeping through by where the hearts are. So, and then I'm just going to take this and dab it down again and squish it together. Kind of blow on that, make sure there's nothing on there. Ooh! Okay, so problem solved. OMG, thank God. So now, because the bottom of this is this color, I'm going to use the lighter pink and some white so that they will stick, so you'll see them through the hearts. If I can find them. What did I do with them? Oh gosh, guys. All right, so I have two different ones we can use, and I think what I might, no, see, just like an off white. I'm going to use these because these are sea beads and smaller beads, and I know that they'll fit, so we're just going to use those. All right, okay. Now, I know I'm kind of jumping the gun right now because I think some of this is still wet, and you really do not want to put your beads in here or anything in here unless it is completely dry, because if you do that, then they're not going to move around. They're going to be stuck to the glue. And yes, I just glued this down on my desk. See? All right, I'm going to get a wipe and clean that. That's kind of gross. So let me get a wipe. Yes, this is my OCD coming out. Like I couldn't wait 2 minutes and do this. No. Let's do it now in the middle of the video. Because I have nothing better to do. Nuts, but that's okay. Oh, God, excuse me. Okay. So as you can see, it's still a little wet. So I think what I'm going to do, just so that we are safe for this video, I am going to take my powder for my embossing, my heat embossing, obviously, and I'm going to put it, or I'm going to try to put it where the glue is. I mean, it's going to be a little light, but hopefully it won't be sticky. We'll see. We'll find out. I've never done that before. It's something I just literally thought of. So I don't know if this is going to work, if I just made it 10 times worse. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Alrighty. Oh, I can't get this back in. Sorry. Okay. Let's give it a shot. So we're going to put some white ones in here. We'll fill it up. Let me see if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see. All right. So, oh, these white ones might be a little too chunky. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. All right. So we're going to take some of these beautiful pink ones. Oh, I love the pink. I love the pink. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. And we'll take some of these. Oops. These might be a little too big, though, to be honest. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, I got another one. Oh, no. See, yeah, this, it's not. Oh, darn it, guys. This isn't going to work. All right, so unfortunately, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause it for a minute. I'm going to let it really dry, and then I'll come right back on as far as you're concerned. And then we'll get it done the right way. So just give me 1 minute. I will be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So that wasn't a minute. That was more like 20 minutes. But I want to tell you what happened, and I want to show you what I did. So the glue that I use is called glitter glue, and it's really great glue. However, I think my problem is I use too much in certain places and not enough in others. So as you saw, this kind of lifted and it wasn't glued at all. And then I put the powder on and it made it 10 times worse. So I went around and glued it. But then when it was dry, I flipped it over and again, it moved. You can see it moved here and it moved down. So I took my glue and I literally went around the entire thing and filled it in. It's still tacky, so it's not completely dry on the back and on the edges, but I just wanted to do that to make sure that they weren't good, the pieces weren't going to fall through. So it's dry enough on the inside that I can put all of this stuff back in, and then we can go at this again. So let me get these off, and hopefully, oh, I screwed this up. It just went all over the floor. I'm such an idiot. All right, I saved a little bit. Oh my goodness, my dog is gonna have a field day. All right, so let's put a little bit more pink. Oh my god, these are so pretty. And then I just want to see what it's looking like from the inside. Oh yeah, you'll see them. Okay, let me put a little bit more white because the white really stands out. Oh, actually, you know what? No, that's not gonna come. That's not gonna work. Okay, so I'll just take this whole thing off. Oh. And we're just gonna dab some there, and some there. Okay, and again, you can use as much or as little as you want. And this one, it's like a little less than half full, but it works and it looks really, really pretty while it's shaking and even when it's done. And if you just kind of like lay it down, it's still all kind of, you know, spurts all over the place. So I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little. Not too much, but I just want to make sure there's not, you know, clumps of a certain color. All right, now we're going to take this, we're going to glue the back, and remember this is the acetate that's gluing onto the foam. So that's going to be a little tricky, and it's going to take a little bit longer to dry, but again, if you guys use the score tape, you don't have to worry about the drying time. You just stick it on and you're kind of good to go. But as always, just kind of be careful with the amount so it doesn't seep out into the acetate where the hearts are. Like, you don't want to see it. So, as always. Now here you could be a little generous only because you've got some room there. But like on this side where there isn't a whole lot of room, just go a little gently. You know what I mean, darling? Okay. So now that we have that, and you, no, I'm not going to do that. That would be silly. Okay. So now we're going to try to put this on. It's not going to work, so we're just going to go like this. And get it as straight as possible. Now remember, I kind of screwed this up when I glued it the first time. So there are going to be spots where it's not going to be all that great. Okay, if my head just got in there, I apologize. All right, I'm going to try to do this gently so it doesn't move, but I have a feeling it's going to... It didn't! Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. Let me move this. I just have a feeling this is going to go flying. Okay, and we're going to let this dry. And then as soon as it's dry, I will come back and show you and let it shake. So just give me 1 second and I will be back, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's done. Yay! It's kind of dry. It's dry enough. Then I could go like this. So look, it's a little less than what I put in this one, but I still think it's perfect. And there's just enough white, just enough pink so that you can see through it. So I'm going to take my little string here and we are going to put it through. And you are going to so laugh at me when you see how I do this. But you know, when you have nails, the struggle's real. Hold on. I need my tweezers. So I just take them, put it through like this, and voila. And there we have. Now there's another thing you can do too if you wanted. If you didn't like the way the white looks, you can take ribbon, you could take washi tape or a marker and just color it. I personally don't mind the white. I think it's cute. It stands out a little. But yeah, so here are our Valentine shakers. And don't forget our little kisses. Guys, please let me know honestly, and be honest with me. If they don't look like kisses and they look retarded, please let me know. It was just, like I said, a thought I had when I looked at it upside down, and then I turned it around and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. So again, let me know what you think. I am really curious to hear your thoughts. And you guys know I love just getting comments from you guys. So let me know. Also, the next time I do a shaker, let me know if you want me to do one as a shaker and one not a shaker. So those of you who don't really like doing shakers, you have another option. And you can see how the die will work, you know, with it not being a shaker, even though it's intended for a shaker, if that makes any sense. So, you know, I don't want you to feel like, oh, I can't get it because I don't like doing shakers. But sometimes, you know, a die that's meant to be a shaker looks even more beautiful as just the die and not the shaker. So just let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear them. And again, let me know what you think of my kisses, if they're ridiculous or not. And yeah, so I hope you guys, if you have this die, that you try it out. If you do and you make videos, tag me on it. I would love to see it. And if you don't make videos and you have the die and you want to do it, send me a picture. I would love to see your creations. Honestly, I really, really would. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you have a great week to come. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.